Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are going to be doing our project for the 2025 Christmas collab with MiniScenesGB and Crafty YouTubers United. We have these little polymer clay pieces that I got off of Temu. They got some little candy canes, little snowflakes. If my camera would focus. We're going to be doing the little sleigh mold that I know you guys have seen on other channels. Super cute. Forgive the focus being off. It's trying to focus on my hands, and I'm trying to show you these little pieces. And my little rocker arm that holds my camera is broken. I have to get a new one, so we'll deal with that on another date. The amount I paid for this thing, it should not have broke. Because of snowmen, some little gingerbread man. I couldn't find the other little polymer clay pieces that I showed you in the last video. You know, I put them away so I wouldn't lose them. We all know how that goes, right? Please tell me I'm not the only one. I'm going to spread these out on the bottom of this little mold. And then I'm going to pour resin over them. Now, I could have mixed them into the resin, but with the intricate way this thing swirls and whirls around in spots, I wanted to make sure they were in there and they didn't just float on the top. I figured this way, if they did raise, they would only go about midway. But you do get quite a few in the little bag, and I think I paid like 89 cents or $1.29. I'm going to pour a few more in here, make sure I got them all in the little spaces that I want, and get them all tapped down where they belong. Now, I'm not going to put any in what are they, the blades, I guess you've got runners? No, runners would be the things that you step on, huh? You know, the little thingies that the sleigh actually slides on. If anybody knows the technical term for those, please drop it in the comments and let me know, because I am sleigh illiterate today. But yeah, I've already got my resin mixed up. I've just mixed up the last bit of resin that I have, so we'll have some extras to go along with this to look at, which is okay because we like extras. You can get these all moved around to where I want them to be. Make sure they're not all piled up on each other in just a mass lump. I believe it's over at, I want to say Easel Does It Studios. I believe she's the one that I've seen make quite a few of these. I could be mistaken. If anybody knows who it is that's made so many of these, as a hint, she's done her best to perfect making it out of eco resin, and showed us where the weak spots are if we ever try it. So kudos to her for figuring that out for us, because these are going to be adorable in eco resin. But I hope this video finds everybody doing well. I hope you guys go and watch all of the people who put in their time and effort to join this collaboration. I'm sure they'll all have some amazing things once I get this posted, because I'm actually a little late. It was supposed to be turned in today, but my project took 2 days to cure because it's so thin. And it's pretty darn cold in my house, and it's still a little soft, as you'll see later on in the video. But I'm trying to get it there. Trying to get this voiceover done so I can get the link submitted to Tracy over there at MiniScenesGB. Thank you, Tracy, for doing these. All of the smaller YouTubers definitely appreciate it. It gets us pushed out there and helps us grow our channel. Gets us noticed by people who probably wouldn't regularly see this, because YouTube's algorithm is, if you're small, you don't count. So thank you for making us count. But I'm going to use the Starry Night, Starry whatever they are from, yep, Light Wish. There we go. I've had these for almost a year and a half, 2 years. Before Light Wish started sending them out to people, I purchased them because I was curious what they would do when I very first started resin a little over a year ago. But I put in a healthy amount. I still want this clear, so, you know, but with this being like an interference type liquid, it works out really well and just gives it that gold shimmer. Now, Light Wish did not send me these. As I said, I purchased these myself, so I will leave the link below. but there's not going to be no discount code or nothing because they don't sponsor my channel. I'm not big enough for that. I got to get over 1,000 subscribers before any channel really wants to, or any company really wants to be bothered with this, because as I said, small channels just don't count for nothing, sadly. But I'm gonna get this poured, and I do know from watching the other videos that you have to be very cautious not to over pour. But something I noticed about this mold is their size ratio is definitely off, because I was careful enough not to pour these to where they were domed. Matter of fact, I made sure there was still some space when it cured, you know, kind of a lip, so that I knew they were flat. And I still, as you'll see later on, had massive, massive issues with the way the little connector clips fit. I had to do so much filing on them. It was ridiculous. And it doesn't make sense because, like I said, I under poured the mold. I did not over pour it. And for them not to fit, they were too wide, too thick. Just the ratios are off in the mold itself for some reason. Or it could totally be user error and I don't see what I did and I'm just patting myself on the back. I don't know. I'm going to blame the mold, dang it. It can't be my fault. But yeah, we're going to get this poured. And as I said, we are going to have some extras because I did mix up the last bit of the resin that I had. So I got to get some more ordered. But yeah. On these little fine intricate areas, it's kind of a pain in the butt to get the resin to go in there because it really don't want to go. I mean, I'm sure if I used a thinner resin, but thank God I didn't, because a thinner resin would have took even longer to cure, and this video probably wouldn't have seen YouTube until, you know, next Christmas. And I did use a 1-to-1. I didn't use a deep pour, but it's pretty cold here in Southwest Texas. And, of course, we're homesick Eskimos, so we leave our air conditioner on year-round. So, yeah, it took a little longer for the resin to cure up enough to be able to handle it. But I'm going to pick and poke and pull this resin into where I need it to go. Make sure I don't have any that's gone into the little holes and it's not over poured or domed, because that's not what we want. Wipe up where I got a little bit of spillage because I really don't want too much cleanup on this. In hindsight, you'll see in the finished product there are some little minute air holes that I did not notice around the edges. I should have ran my tool around it. They're not a big deal, but in hindsight I would have definitely sprayed the mold with a little bit of alcohol before pouring the resin in to help avoid those bubbles. This resin is really good about not getting bubbles, but with these little inclusions having been dry when I put them in, then little bubbles did manage to find their way to be trapped in the little corners, but that's okay. So we got it all pretty much cured up. It all is, like I said, still soft, but I poured these with the leftover resin, and we can get them pulled out of there and take a look at them first before we start messing with the sleigh. And they're very soft, so I'd be very careful pulling them out of the mold, or I'm going to tear them in half. But I'll get these taken out, set them off to the side, and let them finish curing up, because these go into a bag for somebody that I send little extras to that does that jewelry fizzing stuff. Super cute. I don't think you could see the little gold back, what is it, interference to it, because my lighting is wonky and weird because the way I have to have the camera set up with the arm being broken. I love this camera arm, but I need to buy a better quality one, I think. I paid over $30 for this one, so I mean it should have been much better quality than it was. But, you know, pay attention to the name of the company, because some companies from other countries are just giving you $2 products for 30 bucks, you know. But it clamps onto my desk, so I'm able to move it, and it's got a movable neck on it, so I can adjust my camera at any angle I need to. And there it is. Now you can see the gold. And we have one more. Now these are supposed to be like small ring dishes. And I'm still trying to figure out this circular mold. It actually has a little dip built in it. Almost like it's for like a little tiny mini cigarette. I don't know. I'm still haven't figured that out, but it's okay. It works for extra resin. Let's see if I can get this started because this shape, the big one and the small one, because you have one that this mold comes in a singular or it has like a double side to it, and it's such a pain to demold because it's just hard to get that, just to get it started. And I did have a little air bubble sneak up out of the little divide in the center thing, but it's okay. It's okay. They're all extras, so I'm not worried about it. And there you go. You can definitely see the gold shimmer in that. Came out super pretty. I'm in love with it. And you see there's a little air hole on the side because I didn't stress over it. Like I said, extras are extras. Get these set over to the side, and now we'll get to peeling this out of here. Now I'm gonna be super careful with this. This is about probably 8 hours after I poured it, so it is super soft. I need to start using my heat mat, I think, now that it's winter time and it's so cold in the house. I think it'll help everything cure up quicker. But yeah, the way those came out with that little gold shimmer around it, just too cute, too cute. I'm loving it. I got a little piece from that I flicked off of one of the other ones that had some overpour on it. One of the little extras. Get that off there. Get this peeled out. Get it laid flat because they are still super soft. I could literally fold them in half right now. And we're going to get these side pieces out. Sorry I'm off camera, but I am trying to be really careful so I don't pull the runners off this thing. Runners? Blades? I don't know. Carefully get that little swirly out of there because I do like to stick in there. Too cute. Oh, I'm in love with it. I love this little sleigh. When I first saw it on Temu, I was like, I wonder how that pours. And then I saw the other channel making it, and I went, oh, it pours so cute. So, yeah, definitely in love with it. Very Christmas cookie-ish with all the little polymer clay inclusions poured down in there. Too adorable. Still wish I could have found the other ones because they had the little sprinkles and little gingerbread houses and stuff in it. And I think the two of them mixed would have been super, super adorable. But these are too soft to even try to work with, so I'm going to lay them back. I flipped over the mold. I'm going to lay them back on the top side because I don't want anything on my mat getting stuck to it. Somebody could tell me something other than tape, alcohol, to clean a mat with, to get it clean quickly. Because I go through a whole roll of tape pulling dried resin off my mats. It's ridiculous. But I'll be back when it's cured up and we'll get it put together. Okay, we're back. It is the next night. This is me at crunch time and in rush. Still soft, still bendy, but it can be worked with. It's malleable. Malleable. Oh Lord, I just forgot English. Oh no. You know what I'm going for there. We get it popped apart. We popped apart. Nope, we're going to put it together. And like I said, a whole lot of sanding because I did make sure, like I said, I did not overpour. I underpoured. I left space in the mold. And for whatever reason, I mean, they mass make these things, and I'm sure they're pouring one after another, after another, after another, and eventually, you know, it does start to change shape and size. And so they probably throw them all in a little thing. Go, okay, we need 2 of these. We need 3 of these. So I don't know that all the parts they're making the mold with are always the ones that go with each other. Does that make sense? I just feel like they got a big box. They're like, well, we need 2 of these. We need 1 of these. We need 1 of these. We need 1 of these. Okay, put them in this shape. Okay, pour the mold. Because you know they're mass producing these things. But, yep. Now the fun part begins. It's not going in. You'd think even being soft, the holes would have at least stretched. But no. No, they're quite thick, quite chunky. And there is quite the length of... there's a length issue as well as a thickness issue for those spaces. That's why I'm saying that I don't think that all the parts belong to the exact same part that they poured from. Because the more of these you pull and make, or pour and make, it would eventually change the shape. Because, you know, resin cures the way resin cures, so it does weird things. Now we have one more collab coming up towards the end of this month, on the, I believe on the 21st, I want to say, is when it's supposed to air. Forgive me if I have my dates wrong, but it is the Creepy Christmas collab. And I'm struggling with an idea for it. I do kind of have a thought, but drop in the comments below what Creepy Christmas would mean to you guys. Let me know what kind of like theme that you'd like to see, or something odd. I mean, I'm not going for blood and guts and gore. That's totally Halloween, and I'm not going to include that in the Christmas holiday. Whew, I ran out of air. But you know, creepy, not gross. But drop down what you think it means, and just so I have some ideas to play with. I would greatly appreciate it. So I'm gonna get these sanded. I couldn't find my sanding block. I couldn't find my good file, so I had to just use whatever was close by. I really need to figure out a way to organize things where I can actually find them again. Because every time I organize, I lose 30% of my stuff. And I'm sitting there scratching my head trying to figure out, well, where the hell did it go? What did you do with it now? Well, you put it away so you wouldn't lose it. One of these days I'm going to find where I put everything away so I wouldn't lose it. And I'm probably going to be a very wealthy woman. Or I'm going to go, why the hell would you save that? I'll probably be wealthy and confused. That's not a combination we need. This is where I realized the width is the issue more than the thickness. Try to clean up some of this dust, because I don't want dust sticking everywhere. I wish a company in America would come out with these super intense chameleon powders like they have over in the UK from the Tiny Turner, because ordering the Tiny Turner ones from the UK is just not financially feasible with the customs prices for shipping and stuff, and it's fixing to get even worse for a lot of countries if things go the way they're looking here. But I wish a company would come out with anybody other than Let's Resin, of course, because I mean, I'm not even impressed with their intense chameleon powders, to be honest. But I wish they would come out with the intense chameleon powders and the ethereal powders that they have from Tiny Turner over there in the UK. They're so, so beautiful. I think Tiny Turner does both of them. I could be lying. They may be two separate companies. Oh, somebody drop down below if I'm lying. But they have those intense glitters and stuff. I would really love to have some, but I mean, we need a company here in America to put them out, please. Hey, Saya, if you are listening, I think you can do it. Because, I mean, your colors are already so amazing with everything. Now, everything I use in this video, I will drop links down below in the description as always. That way if there's anything anybody's interested in, it'll be easier for you to find and get to. Yep, I think I spent more time sanding these than I did making these. Always a joy. Always a joy. I need to get like a little mini hand sander, make this just bzz, quick. Get this whole mess wiped up. And I do believe right here is where my son said, "Mom, pizza's at the door." And I went and opened the door and there was no pizza. And I was looking around, scratching my head, walked outside, checked around for the pizza delivery guy, did not see him, walked in and hollered at my son who was in the shower, "Where?" Just in time for his phone to ring, and no, the pizza wasn't here. The pizza guy was stuck outside of our security gate and needed my son to open it for him. Which, thank God, we can do from an app, because the last thing I want to see is that boy walk out naked to unlock the gate. But I promise I'll be back in just a second. I'm just still befuddled trying to figure out where the hell the pizza guy is. I apologize if you guys are sitting here staring at a dead screen because I can't find my food. But how's everybody doing? The crazy lady in the video will return, I promise. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe I did that. I thought I had hit pause, honestly. I promise you I did. I thought I hit pause. And when I walked back, I said, "Oh, I didn't hit pause. Oh no." And then I did pause. And then the pizza man did finally show up at the door. And then I do come back. Oh, I guess I was gone a lot longer than I thought, sitting here watching this dead space on this video. And you know, I could clip that out. I could. I could totally cut it. You guys never had to know it happened. You would be totally in the dark. But I'm me. I'm real. I'm genuine. Things happen. And sometimes they're not the funnest things, because now we're here listening to me ramble and absolutely nothing is going on. Everything's laying there in bits and pieces, kind of like my brain at the moment, because I'm probably still scratching my head going, "Thought the food was outside. It's not outside. Where's the food? They take it to the wrong place again." Shh, I'm doing a video. I'm back. I found the food, you guys. I'm so sorry about that. I will have to be more cautious in the future, or just cut it out so you guys have no idea how scatterbrained I am. But I'm genuine. If you can say nothing else about me, you can always say she was genuinely her and out of her mind. So we got this piece. We got all the pieces filed down. Now I think they'll fit, and I think we can start getting this thing assembled. Now here's the other wonderful thing. Oh yeah. So I've managed to lose my UV light and my UV flashlight. I was going to UV these together. Oh, and I've also managed to lose my glue. 3 tubes of it. Yeah, I did find the UV resin, but no UV light. So from henceforth, we are going to do our best to hold this together until I can figure out how to stick it together, because I probably put it away somewhere I could find it or I wouldn't lose it. Oh goodness. Okay, so the pieces fit in that side. Now we just got to get this other piece on there. Fingers crossed. And it's not fitting. It's not fitting. I'm so sad right now. I am in a crunch here, little sleigh. I need to get this video out there. Everybody else's are being watched. Mine's still being made. Oh, I'm a wreck, you guys. I apologize. I do. Yeah, no, they're not. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them into this side first, because we already know that the slots for the other side fit perfectly. So now we're going to get this side's slots straightened out and worked out. See? Because once we get this side slots, we already know that side slots fit, so we'll be able to finally get it stuck together. My cat just decided he needed to come lay all over me. Hello, sir. He never bothers me until I'm busy doing something. Then all of a sudden, if I'm playing video games, oh, nope, I need to be pet. You're going to need to put that controller down. If I'm on the... Oh, let's say if I'm on the phone with my new grandson. I have a brand new grandson. His name is Reed Watson. He weighed 6 pounds, 12 ounces. He was born at 7:55 p.m. on December 10th. And he is the cutest little monster you have ever seen. And he already loves his grandma. My son FaceTimes me on Messenger so I could talk to him. And he called me yesterday and said, Mama, he's fussy. He's just a whining. And I said, well, let me see him. And I talked to him and he went right to sleep. So him already loves him grandma. And his grandma is already just gaga over him. He is my 7th grandchild and every bit as cute as all the rest of them. Just absolutely adorable. And it's my son's very first baby, so he is over the moon to be a daddy. I was going to put silver pen on this. Don't ask me why. I mean, I used gold interference. Why would I use silver pen? Silly me. But it's just, as you can see, just bleh. It's just washed out. And while I was doing it, I said, that's not going to work. And then, guess who put away the gold Let's Resin chrome pen? So she wouldn't lose it. Yeah. Somebody else did it to me. I'm convinced it wasn't me this time. I can't take the blame all the time. So I had to use one of the cheaper ones, which is fine. It worked. Oh, goodness me. I hate being rushed, but I do it to myself because I get busy doing other things, and this week I have been busy cooing over my grandson, so I put this video out in a big hurry, and I apologize for that. You guys deserve so much better quality from me. But like I said, I've been busy fussing over that new baby. So I'm going to get this put on here. And gratefully, these specific chrome markers do cover well. This is where I'm starting to notice all the little air bubbles I missed that were trapped around the edges. But yes, the gold looks 100,000% better than that silver was going to look. I'm not a gold person, so I always want silver on everything. But sometimes silver just don't work. I'm going to get all these little edges done. And I'll show you a sneak peek before it gets fully finished and I have everything fully edged, just to let you see the stark contrast that it's actually making and the difference it's making. And you can see where I have pressed a little too hard on the side of that with my thumb. It's okay, it will go back out to shape, because in a minute this is going to do something that I really wish it wouldn't have done. Yeah, I do like that gold. Down the front of the sleigh. That piece popped its little self out of there. And you can see the whole thing is starting to separate. And there it went. I'm going to get this thing put back together, I promise. Now, here's what I was saying I was going to show you before I finished edging it, so you can see just how stark of a contrast that gold makes. Just being on that little lip, it just gives it so much extra and just kind of running out of time. I want to tell you thank you for watching. I love you all. The completed project's coming up. Have a great night.
Be kind to one another and don't give in.